Get your notebook, get your pen. You about to learn today. For all of my newbies, I play 0 games. You came to the right place if you want to learn about credit disputes, how to delete items from your credit report, and how to increase your credit scores. And guys, I broke this up into 10 steps because this is one of the number one questions I get asked. How do I write a dispute letter? How do I get things deleted from my credit reports? So first, if everybody can please like this because I'm about to pour into you. So guys, I'm here to teach you. You're going to have action items after this. When I get done, look, not now, when I get done, guys, if you need more help, your very next, and no fluff, your very next step is to invest in our home buyer workshop, right? If you need more help, that home buyer workshop, I have a link that I've pinned, right, where you can find all the links to everything, all of our courses. But that workshop is designed to help you increase your scores in the next 30 to 90 days to put you in position to buy a house, to put you in position to buy a house in the next 30 to 90 days. So number one, what is a credit dispute letter? Whenever there is something negative on your credit report, guys, understand that there's a bunch of fancy, a whole bunch of videos that give you guys a bunch of fluff. But at the end of the day, the only way that you the actual consumer, can get something off of your credit report, delete a collection, delete a repo, delete a foreclosure, delete a late payment, delete a charge off. Come on, somebody. The only way you can really delete something yourself, a consumer, is to write a dispute letter, is to challenge it. That's called an investigation. Guys, I'm going to clear up some nonsense today because a lot of people on YouTube, let me be nice. A lot of people out here are giving you content that sounds good and using a bunch of fluff words to confuse you. My goal is to simplify everything for you so you're not confused and so you can actually execute. So when you are disputing something, that's the same thing as an investigation. That's the same thing as challenging it. Nugget right here. For all my newbies, I say nugget when I'm about to give you a tip. Start writing this stuff down, okay? For all my vets, hey, y'all, about to drop some nuggets. So then this is where, guys, the only way the credit bureaus, understand this, the National Credit Bureaus for Personal Credit, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, they are not authorized to just go into your credit report and update it, right? So you're only ever getting an update when the company does it or when you out there, the consumer, challenge it. So when there is something on your credit report that you think is inaccurate, unfair, outdated, can't be verified, anything of that nature, then it is your right to actually challenge or dispute the item. Got it good. Does that make sense, guys? So you are challenging, and mind you, nugget right here. Y'all, you can challenge anything. A credit dispute, your rights underneath the FCRA, I think I put that further down, underneath the FCRA, is that you can challenge anything on your credit report. You can challenge good things and negative things. Nugget, stop challenging positive accounts on your report. Some of y'all listened to the wrong video, not y'all on here because we friends, and disputed too many items and everything came off, and now you have no credit and no score at all, and you have to rebuild, which is going to take you even longer. So nugget right here. As I'm teaching you, and I'm going to go over some more of the steps, but you need to understand what the credit dispute process is. Some of you are getting caught up, no fluff. Some of y'all are getting caught up because you're not aware of the situation of what you're doing and why you're doing it. There's some credit people out there that don't even understand the FCRA, to be honest with you, right? And I don't fault you all. They don't teach it in school. They don't teach it in college. They don't talk about it at the dining room table. There is a huge gap with financial literacy, especially in certain communities. So the dispute process, so you're challenging it with the credit bureaus. Now, what can you dispute? I'm going to be real today. I'm about to break some stuff down, okay? What can you dispute? Guys, you as a consumer, you can actually challenge anything. Look, somebody put in the comments anything. You can challenge anything on your report. Now, nugget right here, because I'm teaching today. Just because you can challenge anything doesn't mean you should. You can dispute anything. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because some of you have invested in credit repair. First of all, stop paying people to do your credit. Majority of them are scamming you. The majority of them are amateurs. The majority of them are dragging out the process to take more of your money. Can I be real? Somebody put stop. And the reason why I'm telling you that is I just want to say something real quick. Can I say something real quick? Let me sip my water. Can I say something real quick? And mind you, some of y'all may be like, wait, You're the credit expert telling me not to pay for credit repair. That's why I'm about to break down how to do it on your own. Yes, stop getting scammed. Some of y'all are paying these credit repair people more money than the items on your darn credit report. I tried to be good. Look, you paid somebody credit. You paid somebody $3,000 for credit repair, and the collection on your credit report is $500. Make it make sense. Don't laugh at me. Make it make sense. Stop, y'all. That money that you're paying for credit repair, you can use it to actually get credit builder accounts, write your own dispute letters, get credit training and courses. Come on, somebody. She said, preach. Come on, somebody. You guys can use it to do pay for deletes, do settlements. I'm being honest. My channel, what we do is we do not do it for you. We educate you on how to do it on your own. And to be 1,000% honest, guys, I got to say this right here. You want to be a multi-millionaire. You want to be a multi-billionaire. You want to be an investor. Come on, you want to be a wealth warrior. You want to break those generational curses. You have to become financially literate on your own. How can God bless you with $1 million when we're mismanaging 30,000? Let me stay focused. Y'all, how can God bless you with $1 million when we're mismanaging 30,000, 50,000? That's why I'm teaching y'all today. So stop paying everybody for credit repair. The reason why I'm saying that just because you can dispute everything that you shouldn't is because when you guys get your reports, I need you to be able to read your actual reports. You come on, sip some water. Read your actual reports. That way you know what accounts to dispute and what accounts not to dispute. Write that down. You need to know what accounts to dispute and what accounts not to dispute. Some of y'all are disputing accounts that are actually pretty good, or that they have longevity, or they're zero balance and close with no late payments. You're disputing them, they're getting deleted, and that's hurting you more than helping you. So part of the dispute process, writing the right dispute letter, is understanding what accounts on your report you should dispute. Can you dispute 30 and 60-day late payments? So guys, understand that just because you dispute something does not mean it's going to come off. Let me say it again slower. I'm sharing the dispute process with you. But just because you dispute something does not mean it's going to 100% be deleted. This is why I tell you, do not pay for credit repair. Because if it's a valid negative item, come on, somebody. If it's a valid negative item, then you're starting with the 50-50 chance. So why are we paying somebody where they can take all of our money? We go through the dispute process, it stays on, and now we still got bad credit, we wasted time, and we lost our money. We paid somebody, it stayed on our credit, we wasted more time, and now we lost money. This is why you do the dispute process on your own, because at the very least, if the item still stays on because it was a valid negative debt, you're not out your money. You just went through the actual time, okay? So yes, so guys, nugget right here, the 7-year rule. Somebody put 7 in the comments, right? I had this as one of my action items. The 7-year rule. Please understand that negative items can be reported. Come on, somebody said facts. Hey, Miss Pretty. Negative items can be reported. Valid negative items can be reported for 7 years. A late payment can be reported for 7 years. Collections, charge-offs, repos, valid ones. 7 years from the date of last activity underneath of the FCRA. What's the FCRA? I had that written down. The Fair Credit Reporting Act. Guys, the FCRA. When you're writing a dispute letter, you need to understand this whole process, right? When you're writing a dispute letter, you're exercising your rights underneath the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, why am I emphasizing that? Guys, just because another nugget right here. This is why I tell y'all don't pay for credit repair. Another nugget right here. Just because you get something deleted does not mean you don't owe it. Listen, y'all, this is why some of y'all are getting caught up, because you got something, maybe you did get something deleted, but it was valid. They filed a judgment. So somebody said, teach, come on, somebody. They file a judgment against you. You know, went and got your down payment money, got to the closing table, about to buy your house, and you got an unpaid judgment for something you knew was valid, and now all of a sudden you can't buy your house. Guys, where are you going to start? So step number 1, guys, you have to have a current copy of your credit report. Not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame, not even Identity IQ. No, y'all, you're going to annualcreditreport.com. Oh, hey, Cheryl. I'm shouting out my wealth warriors. Hey, well, if you're a wealth warrior, give me some hearts. Hey, wealth warriors, annualcreditrepair.com, creditreport.com. Let me say it again, annualcreditreport.com. Write that website down exactly how it sounds. And again, for everybody who is just joining, this is a live masterclass breaking it down to 10 steps to dispute negative items from your credit report, how to write a dispute letter, guys, and your after step, guys, and please like this, show me some love. Your after step is to invest in the home buyer workshop, which is going to be a deeper dive into helping you become a home buyer in the next 30 to 90 days. Got a good job? All right, guys. So you need a current copy of your report. Now, guys, that copy, annualcreditreport.com. The reason why I'm saying write it down just like that is your consumer disclosure copy. Now, pause. Some of y'all may be confused. It's okay. We're going to still go through this part, but understand that I can't teach you everything about credit repair in one live, but this one is just about the dispute letter process, okay? So that website, annualcreditreport.com, guys, that's a consumer disclosure copy. It's going to be free. It is not going to have a score. It's going to be the most comprehensive report you've ever seen in your life. When you guys Google, not now because we're not done yet. Come on, somebody. When you guys Google annualcreditreport.com, a bunch of sometimes fake websites come up. You want to make sure you look at the one that says specifically annualcreditreport.com, okay? And it will actually say on there, the only site authorized by the Federal Trade Commission to give copies of reports. Does that make sense, y'all? And you need that copy for what? How many of y'all know what y'all need the copy for? Let me see. How many of y'all know what y'all need that copy for? You need that copy for your personal sweep. You need that specific copy for your personal sweep. Why? Because it's going to give you all the information the credit bureaus have for you. They have to by law. That's why you want that specific copy. That copy is going to have more information on it than my FICO, more information than credit identity IQ, more information than credit sesame, more information than credit check total. It's not going to have a score, but it's going to have your soft inquiries, your hard inquiries, your purge dates. Some of y'all already lost all your payment history, all your positive accounts, public records, past addresses, past phone numbers. It's even going to have the date for all the old addresses on your reports as far as when they actually reported them. All AKAs. Somebody put everything. It's going to have everything, right? You need that copy specifically for credit repair because you need all the background information from the companies, from the credit bureaus to do an effective, come on, somebody, dispute letter. Okay, guys, so annualcreditreport.com. Number 5, so tip right here for number 5, write the letter yourself. No template letters. Somebody put in the comments no. Somebody put in the comments no. Stop with these people. Buy my credit repair package. Buy my credit repair letters. Buy the perfect dispute letter. Please tell me, if they had a perfect dispute letter, everybody would have an 800 score and that person would be a billionaire. If there's anybody that can delete something, it's probably me because I'm the one that can actually work for a bureau. So I've seen all the inside stuff. I had to get certified in the Fair Credit Reporting Act to actually work for the bureau. If there was any, somebody says, sip, sip, sip. If there was anybody out there who could promise you the perfect dispute letter, the perfect credit repair package, buy my templates, that person, if those letters actually worked and wiped it, I want you to think about it. Can we be real for a second? If somebody said not the water. If those letters really deleted everything from your credit report, I'm being dramatic. They can't stand me. I don't care, right? If they really deleted everything, everybody would have an 800 and that person would be a billionaire. Can we be real? There's a reason why I don't sell template letters, because they don't work. Guess what? Cheryl said facts. The credit bureaus have seen all the template letters. Can I tell y'all something real quick? If somebody wants me to tell y'all something real quick, somebody put yes in the comments. Can I tell y'all something real quick? If somebody wants to hear something real quick, somebody put because writing the actual letter is easy. I need y'all to get all this stuff out the way first. You want me to tell you something? Somebody put yes. All right. So I used to work for Training Junior, right? I went through 3 different departments there. When I was in the dispute department, I want y'all to think about this real quick. And I'm trying to teach and get your mindset out of all these videos where everybody's like, I'm a credit expert. Buy these letters. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm going to tell you something. I want you to think about it. There's millions of people in the USA. Let's say I have a stack, this used to be real talk. Let's say I have a stack of 100 dispute letters on my desk, right? Because of all the disputes coming in. So I'm at TransUnion, I have 100 letters on my desk. Do you think, I think it's a valid dispute when every single letter has the same format, the same font, the same letter, the same wording, the same, 1,000 of y'all wrote the very same letter? That's the number one way to get your file flagged, guys, is to use these template letters. They now even have software where they can identify the template letters. That automatically means that they probably know it's not a valid dispute, and it's less they need to verify to keep it on your reports. Y'all, stop believing all the hype. There's a reason why, there's a reason why I have a smaller brand of people that have massive results, because I tell the truth. It's not sexy. It's not hype. It's the real thing. If y'all really think about it, same letter, same font, same wording, same spacing, same. So all of y'all, so Donnie, Cheryl, Misty, Yasana, like Kay, all of y'all wrote the same exact letter, but one person's in Alabama, one person's in California. The template letters are the number one way to get your file flagged. So I'm going to outline for you what to include in your letter, but you all use your own overall wording. I'm going to tell you what to include. You all word the other stuff around it simple. Look, less is better. Somebody say less is more. Put in the comments, less is more. When you're disputing stuff with the credit bureaus, guys, nugget. Just tell them what you're disputing, why you're disputing it, and that's it. You don't need to say per section 609, blah, 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 blah. Yes, them letters sound crazy. Per section, and I demand, and you better, and the credit bureaus know the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They had to be governed in it. Sounds crazy, right? So the tip right there was to write the letter yourself, okay? Now we're on number 6, your personal sweep. Guys, this part is critical. So this part right here, guys, nugget in your personal sweep. Always remember, the dispute process, it's law. Fair Credit Reporting Act, that's law. You're exercising your rights underneath of the law. Come on, somebody. So this is where it's about burden of proof, burden of proof. Burden of proof, right? So you're something on your report, you're challenging it. The credit bureau's responsibility is to challenge it because you, the consumer, are disputing it, and they have to verify the information, right? And so it doesn't necessarily mean whether it's yours or not. It means that they have to prove, there has to be enough proof to actually keep it on there. So the personal sweep, guys, nugget. The less information, the better. I want you to think about it. Your report for the personal sweep, guys, if your credit report should only show your current name, your current address, your social security number, your date of birth. When you are looking at the consumer disclosure, when you're looking at the consumer disclosure copy, there's all this information. If you see previous addresses you don't live at, if you see old phone numbers, if you see misspellings, if you see old employment information, if you see AKAs you don't use, any personal information that is not yours, you want to challenge that in your dispute letter. What is this masterclass? How to write a credit dispute letter. Do not write dispute letters. Nugget right here. Nugget. This is one reason why some of y'all pay for credit repair and things stayed on your report, because they never did a sweep. One reason why some of y'all paid for credit repair and items stayed on your credit report is because they never did a sweep. Either they were lazy, they don't even know how to do it. They did not, someone said sip. They were banking on taking your money. I'll be honest with you real quick, guys, real quick. If you're paying somebody, this is business 101. I know I'm talking to some leaders right here, real quick. If you are paying somebody $100 per month, if you're paying somebody $100 per month, what incentive do they have to repair your credit quickly and efficiently the first time? You ever wonder why they mail one letter January, one letter February, one letter March, one letter May, one letter April? $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. Some of y'all been in credit repair for 2 years, $2,400, and still don't got nothing deleted. I'm gonna look away. Guys, they're dragging it out on purpose. That's another nugget right there. Do not send a bunch of multiple letters. Write it all on one letter. Look, if you learn something like this, guys, this is where nugget, Write everything on one letter, and you can do your personal sweep on one letter. This is why absolutely positively we have credit programs and courses and training, but we do not charge a monthly fee for credit repair, and we do not do credit repair. We do education. Why? Because that's a better business model to actually teach you how to do it on your own, because things may or may not be deleted depending on if they're yours or not. And some reasons why some things have not been deleted is because you never did a sweep. So when you're doing this sweep, guys, nugget, how are you doing it? In your letter that you're writing, that's not a template. You've identified the things that you want to remove. All you're doing in this part is you're telling them your current name, your current address, your current social, and then you are telling them what items, what personal information that is not yours. You cannot say, listen to me, y'all. This is where y'all also get messed up. Look, there's a lot of credit repair people that follow me just to learn so they can do their own business. I'm okay with it as long as you do the right thing by the people. Okay. But this is where you cannot say, delete all my previous addresses and delete all the phone numbers. No, guys, it's law. It's law. It's law. You have to be specific. So in your letter, when you're doing a personal sweep the right way, you're saying 429 Elm Street is inaccurate, delete. 529 Fifth Street is inaccurate, delete. 347 Jefferson Street is delete is inaccurate, delete. You're telling them specifically, delete this phone number, delete this address. It's inaccurate. It's inaccurate. It's inaccurate. Now, why is it inaccurate, guys? For you, it could be that it's outdated. It could be that it's wrong. It could be that you don't know it. It could be it's mixed up with a family member or friend. Guys, I've had where a girl name is Kate Jenkins and her aunt's name is Kate Jenkins. She's named after her aunt. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. Like, the credit repair industry now has gotten so tainted that so many people have no idea that the law was actually created to protect you guys. Because I used to actually see, I'm telling y'all some real stuff. Some of these credit repair people don't even understand this. There used to be, it's a database of information, guys. Can I teach y'all real quick? It's a database of information. Information genuinely gets mixed up. So some of y'all maybe deleting things you know are valid, which you shouldn't really be doing. You got 50-50 chance. But some of y'all really have, my name is Kate Jenkins. My aunt's name is Kate Jenkins. All my aunt's bad credit cards, and her bad card note is on my credit report. I'm named after my aunt because everything is all intermingled. Her bad credit is on my report. Guys, that's why they made the Fair Credit Reporting Act, because information usually got mixed up and they had to create a way for you consumers, I'm teaching y'all, that way for you guys to be able to challenge it, to separate the information that was inaccurate, unfair, or outdated. So you're allowed to challenge it. And when you challenge it, come on, somebody, that be specific. There you go. When you're challenging it, one of the things I have down here is to show your proof of ID. You're proving who you are. So you're saying, my name is Kate Jenkins. Here's a copy of my driver's license and my utility bill showing my name and my address. Please delete the other items. When you are doing your disputes, write them, send them to all 3 credit bureaus. All 3, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Why? Some of y'all have bad information. You think if something gets deleted from TransUnion, then Equifax has to delete it. No. Something gets deleted from Experian, TransUnion has to delete it. No. By law, right? Per compliance. Each credit bureau has to do their own investigation. All right. So you're being super specific. Now, in this actual letter, guys, always include 2 forms of ID. Somebody put 2. This is one of the things that's going to separate you from these credit repair people, right? Right? 2 forms of ID. Why are you using 2 forms of ID? How many did I say? Somebody say 2. 2. How many forms of ID, y'all? 2. Why? Because you're trying to prove it's a valid dispute coming from Donnie, a valid dispute coming from Cheryl, a valid dispute coming from Jay, a valid dispute coming from Yvonne, a valid dispute coming from David, a valid dispute coming from Misty. You're trying to prove it's a valid dispute coming from you. And you're always making sure. So nugget right here with the 2 forms of ID. I recommend a driver's license and a utility bill. Driver's license and utility bill, right? Now, utility bill, electric, water, cable, cell phone, something of that nature, okay? Now, make sure, guys, that the name and the address on your driver's license matches the name and the address on the utility bill. I can't tell you how many times, remember, pause. I used to work for TransUnion. I was doing thousands of reports across the USA before credit repair was a thing, before YouTube existed. I can't tell you how many times we would get driver's license and a utility bill, and the driver's license would say 125 Elm Street, and the utility bill would say 325 Fifth Street. The person's letter would say, I don't live at 125 Elm Street, but you just mailed us a driver's license that confirms that that's your address. Now, not none of y'all. I know none of y'all do that. But my point is that if your driver's license is not updated, can I teach? Come on, Donnie. Can I teach? Mind you, I'm joking around about, but I know that sometimes people just go so fast, they just think about driving and they don't check these things, right? So I'm being comical because that's my personality, and I'm being extra because that's the only way I know how to be, and that's how God made me. But I'm really trying to educate y'all because you don't think about these things, and these small things. Somebody look, we don't have to put this, but the success is in the details. The success is in the details. The success is in the details. So if your driver's license is not updated, don't send it. Then send 2 utility bills. Maybe you're sending cable and electric. Maybe you're sending your phone and your water. But you just make sure 2 forms of ID. I had to spend some time here because some of y'all, not y'all, some of y'all, but not everybody on this live with a replay, shoot themselves in the foot by making it look like it's not a valid dispute because you send in documentation that is contradictory to your letter. Can I talk real? I only talk to high level leaders. Come on, Anita. You'd be surprised some of the things I saw, okay? So 2 forms. So if you're doing 2 utility bills, that's fine. Just make sure the takeaway right here, guys. Come on, somebody. This is helping you love good. Donald, this is where the takeaway is. Make sure that the name and address matches on both forms of ID. So let me remind you, because this is a lot of information, right? I'm recapping. I'm taking little breaks in between the recap. So recap right here. Sending a letter to all 3 bureaus. Write 1 letter, make 3 copies. You're doing your personal sweep on that letter. You're saying 2 forms of ID. Guys, you make a copy of your ID, make 3 copies. That way each letter has 2 forms of ID with it. You follow me? You follow what's going on? All right, guys. Now, I got the 3 bureaus, 2 forms of ID. Now, how do you actually write this letter? How do you actually structure it? Guys, remember what I said in the very beginning. Less is more. Less is more. Less is more. So when you have your actual credit report, annualcreditreport.com, you know what account you want to dispute. Maybe there's 5 accounts. Maybe there's 3 accounts. Maybe there's 10 accounts. Guys, guess what? If you have 10 accounts to dispute, put all 10 accounts on 1 letter. I don't care what these other YouTubers and stuff people say. Not one of them. Somebody put not one. Not one of them have worked for a credit bureau. Not one. They have all repaired their own credit or read a book or probably watched my videos and then tried to twist my words. Not one of them worked for a bureau. Not one, not one, not one. Guys, if you have 10 items, 1 letter. 3 items, 1 letter. 5 items, 1 letter. Put the items on 1 letter. I want you to think about it. If you got your credit report and there was five accounts that were negative, that were not yours, that really were not yours. Let me pick on somebody. Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne, if you had 5 accounts in your credit report, and you got your credit report and it was 5 accounts that were not yours, do you think that you would write 1 letter January, 1 letter February, 1 letter March, 1 letter April, 1 letter May, and only dispute 1 account per month? That makes no sense. What regular consumers do is write 1 letter and say, I got my credit report. These items are not mine. Delete it from my report. And they sign it and they send it off. That's what real regular consumers do because they got their report and they saw 5 accounts that were inaccurate. Tip right here. The number 1 way to make yourself look like a credit repair company is because you're sending 1 letter every single month for 1 account. It makes no sense. I'm sorry, y'all, right? The reason why I'm trying to get there, somebody said no cap, right? And I want you guys to think of it. Remember I said this is law, right? I'm being dramatic, but this is just how I am, right? The reason why I want you guys to understand this part is law, I need you to get this, is because think about when law, like think about, what do you got? What are them law shows? CSI, all the other kind of stuff, whatever. When something doesn't make sense, it's usually not true. When something doesn't, it's not logical that Anita, that Yvonne, that Robin would wait 5 months when they can write 1 letter to dispute 5 things. So the reason why I spent some time there, guys, is get all the junk out of your head from these phony, fraud, scamming credit repair people. I'm saying it just like that. Now, for all the credit repair people that are doing good, God bless you. Keep on helping people and educating with ethics. For everybody else who is taking your money and you still have bad credit, you still have low scores, you have not bought your house, you do not have business credit, you're in the same situation a year later, shame on you. That's why we are educating you also. You no longer need them. Fire your credit repair person. Somebody put in the comments, fire. After this live, you're going to fire your credit repair person because I have every single thing you need on my channel for free to do it on your own. And it's free. Let me not have a connection. Okay, fire them. So the point right there is that when you're writing your letter, identify all the accounts you want to dispute. When you're writing your letter, be specific. Remember, I said that. So because people ask me, what's the perfect dispute letter? Can I buy a template letter? There's not a perfect dispute letter. You want to include the right things, and it's coming from you, but there's not one magic letter that can delete everything. It doesn't work that way. Come on, somebody, right? Am I helping somebody? So then this is where, guys, you want to identify. So when you're writing the letter, I don't care if you do it like in a list format, if that helps you, but guys, I'm having a whole conniption, right? This is where, guys, the company name, okay, everybody on here should be liking this. The company name, the company account number, what you want to dispute, and what you want the outcome to be. Let me say it again. Company name, company account number, what you're disputing, what you want the outcome to be. Okay, guys? Look, and so let me give you an example. I'm disputing Discover. This is the account number. It's not mine. Dispute it and delete it. I'm disputing Toyota. Here's the account number. It's paid in full, updated to a zero balance. I'm disputing Capital One. Here is the account number. I was never late. Delete the late payments. I'm disputing Chase. Here's the account number. I was only late 2 times. They have me marked as 5 times. Update the payment history. Come on, somebody. I'm teaching right now. I'm disputing, who else is there? I'm disputing American Express. This is the account number. It says my credit limit is $500. My credit limit is $5,000. Update the account. Guys, if you have a car you paid off, a house you paid off, a personal loan you paid off. Let's say a company marks you as 60 days late and you were never late. Or say they have you marked as 5 times late, right? And you know you really were late, but maybe you were only late 3. Maybe you can't get all the late payments deleted, but it will help you for it to be updated from 5 to 3. That could give you 30, 40, 50 something points, y'all. Come on, somebody. So recap, when you're writing your letter, you're putting all your accounts on one item, on one letter, and you're putting the company name, the account number, what you are disputing about the account, and what you want the outcome to be. Please delete. Please update. Please remove the late payments. Please update the payment history. Please update the balance. Please update the credit limit. Do y'all does that make sense? Does that make sense to somebody put yes? If this is helping you clear it up, I'm going to recap it. If this is clarifying some things for you, put yes in the comments. Does that make sense? You don't have to quote any kind of section. You don't have to spend an hour looking at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's a bunch of nonsense. We're right on time. This is about over. Okay. And then 2 last steps, guys. Okay. So I said, write your letter, write it on your own, include 2 forms of ID, do your personal sweep, be specific about the account you're disputing. You're sending it to all 3 credit bureaus. I said 2 forms of ID. Now, the next thing, guys, is 2 last things. Okay. We're almost done. Then I'll recap. So the last thing is that you can send it certified, guys. So I used to never say, send it certified and all those things, but because they have 30 days by law, somebody put in the comments 30. They have 30 days by law to respond to your dispute from the day that they get it and then send you back some results. They have 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. So you can send it certified. Not paying somebody $3,000 to get a signature in Federal Express and send it via pigeons and send a sheriff there to serve them. And I'm so extra. Not all that nonsense, right? This is bothering me. Not all that nonsense. 30 days by law. So you're just sending it certified. That way you can track when they received it. So you have an idea of when they're going to respond. Okay. So you can, how much does it cost to do certified? Like, I don't know. $3, $4, $5. This whole process, I'm giving you a free game. The whole process is going to cost you like $5 to $15 between stamps and certification and mail and ink or whatever. Okay. Look, come on, somebody, bars. All right. And so then the very last step, guys, is wait for your results. Wait for your, you saw that pigeon. Y'all caught that? y'all sending the sheriff to the credit bureau to personally serve them for the collection that you know is yours. It's like, stop playing, y'all. Everybody pay attention. Stop playing. All right. So I'm sorry. So listen, wait for your results. Wait for your results. Why am I saying that? Because when they do their investigation, guys, they're going to say deleted, updated, or verified. 3 things. Deleted. Don't laugh at me. Deleted, updated, or verified. So that means you disputed Discover. You had a valid dispute. And guys, nugget, if you have proof, send proof. Some of y'all have valid disputes. This really is not my account. This really was not late. This really was paid in full. Guys, if you have proof, send it with your letter. That will help your dispute, okay? I can even go on and on and on about reinvestigations, about frivolous disputes. Guys, we could be on here all night. But this one right here is about just your dispute letter. Now, pause. If you want to stay connected, you want more lives, please subscribe. You can join our Patreon Wealth Warrior community and guys, and invest in the course afterwards for if you want, specifically if you want home ownership, okay? But wait for your dispute. So if something got deleted, it will say Discover deleted. Let's say it got updated. Discover was updated. And then you guys need to find that account on your credit report. They're going to send you a copy of your report to see, was it updated because you said the balance is 0. They updated it to, it was $3,000. You said it was paid in full. They updated it to a 0 balance. So you actually won your dispute. That item didn't get deleted, but it's actually now showing a 0 balance. Maybe an account had 5 late payments. Now it has 2. So the account was not deleted, guys. I need y'all to get this part. But they updated from 5 late payments to 2. That now helps your credit scores. Does that make sense? Maybe there was something that had a $300 credit limit. They updated it to $5,000 because it was inaccurate. That is a dispute that you won that worked in your favor. Why? Because higher limits shows more financial stability. It probably helps you with your utilization, right? I can go on and on and on. Or verified means it stayed the same. Meaning you disputed. Look, I'm going to go back to Anita. They're good. I'm picking on you, Anita. I hope we're friends. Right? This is where Anita went to Macy's. Anita charged up all them things. She bought me birthday gifts. She charged up all them things. She didn't pay it back. Why you ain't do that, Anita? She disputed it. And then Macy's was like, no, that was yours. But in the back of your mind, you knew it was yours. Nugget right here. Guys, when you know something is yours and you've done the dispute process a million times or you've done it the right way and it stays on, then you're shifting gears to focus on where else on your report you can increase your scores. And you're also asking yourself, what is your goal? Maybe your goal is a 620 credit score and you got other things updated. You pay down utilization. You got a hard inquiry delete, which you can do on a dispute letter also. And now you went from a 600 credit score to 620. And the only thing that's left is an unpaid collection for Macy's. Guess what? Go get your house. Hey, Tracy. Guys, guess what? Nugget right here. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be good enough to get the item you're trying to get. So in this case, one of our goals is helping 1,000 people become home buyers. Y'all haven't seen me teach like this for personal credit in a while. I've been focusing a lot on business credit, but I'm going back because all of you should have a goal of 700 and above. You don't need it necessarily for a house, but to help you also transition and to scale this, right? We're not stopping at house number 1. Come on, somebody. We're building wealth, multiple streams of income, starting our business, growing our side hustle. Somebody put in the comments 700. Everybody should have a 700 and above credit scores. You're going to see me doing some more trainings in personal credit to help you guys pivot and leverage into business credit. 700. If you want 700 on all 3 bureaus, because it gives you opportunities, options, it opens up doors, will help you transition. You want to be able to leverage OPM. Your goal is to leverage your personal and business credit to build wealth. Come on, somebody, right? So in this case, maybe you just need your credit score to be a 620. You go get your actual house. The mortgage gets added to your credit report. Paying your mortgage on time, 6 to 12 months, does what? Helped you get up to your 700 and you're done. Y'all, don't overcomplicate it. I mean, for it to be loud. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay? So you do the thing, you get your credit, and a lot of times that thing that you're trying to get is actually going to help you rebuild even more to get to your 700. Does that make sense, y'all? If that makes sense, somebody put yes. Everybody should have their 700. You're waiting for your results now. The last thing with the waiting for the results, guys, always remember your credit score is a direct correlation of the information on your credit reports, right? So when the information on your reports change, your scores will be recalculated. This is why I said don't die, right? So this is why I said don't die on the line. I know that's right. This is why I said wait for the results, wait for your scores to be recalculated, and then you'll know where you're at so you can get positioned and get the thing it is that you need, okay? So then this is where your scores will be recalculating it. You go ahead and go and get whatever it is that you need, but wait for your results to come back first before you actually apply for anything. I didn't say it, but let me say it right here again, guys, is you're never, ever doing your disputes online, or you're never doing it like over the phone. You're always sending all 3 disputes in writing to the bureaus. Amen.